Doing good, Maverick here. Welcome to podcast episode number 160. Thought I'd share another one of my favorite movie scenes. It's from Good Will Hunting, where Chucky is talking to his best friend, Will. They are out on this construction job site where they are working together. And they are standing beside their car, or besides one car, and basically eating their lunch on with the hood of a pickup truck as their kind of lunch table, and they are chatting. So there's a bunch of background noise in this clip, but it's a gem. And Chucky is talking about the best part of my day, the best part of his day. It's a gem. Let me share the clip.
Thanks. Ah, that's good. So how's your lady? She's gone. Gone where? Medical school in California. Really? What was this? It's like a week ago. That sucks. So when are you done with those meetings? I think the week after I'm 21. Yeah, they gonna hook you up with a job or what? Yeah, fucking sit in a room and do long division for the next 50 years. Probably make some nice bank, though. You can be a fucking lab rat. Better than this shit. Way out of here. I want to way out of here for. I mean, I'm gonna fucking live here the rest of my life. You know, be neighbors. You know, we'll have little kids. Fucking take them a little league together up Foley Field. Look, you're my best friend, so don't take this the wrong way. In 20 years, if you're still living here, coming over my house to watch the Patriots game, still working construction, I'll fucking kill you. That's not a threat. That's a fact. I'll fucking kill you. What the fuck are you talking about? Look, you got something none of us. Oh, come on. Why is it always this? I mean, I fucking owe it to myself to do this and that. What if I don't want to? No. Fuck you. You don't owe it to yourself. You owe it to me. 'Cause tomorrow I'm gonna wake up and I'll be 50. And I'll still be doing this shit. That's all right. That's fine. I mean, you're sitting on a winning lottery ticket. You're too much of a pussy to cash it in. That's bullshit. Because I'd do fucking anything to have what you got. So would any of these fucking guys. Be an insult to us if you're still here in 20 years. Hanging around here is a fucking waste of your time. You don't know that. I don't? No, you don't know. No, I don't know that. Let me tell you what I do. Every day I come by your house and I pick you up. We go out, we have a few drinks and a few laughs, and it's great. You know what the best part of my day is? For about 10 seconds from when I pull up to the curb when I get to your door. So I think maybe I'll get up there and I'll knock on the door and you won't be there. No goodbye, no see you later, no nothing. Just left. I don't know much, but I know that.
There you have it. What a gem of a movie scene. Now in his case, Will was some kind of super genius. Most of us are not a super genius. But at the same time, are there talents and gifts that we are not using, that we should be using? Or our current job or current occupation, current projects, our current schedule, the things we are doing currently, are we doing what we are meant to do? Are we living up to our potential? Something to think about. Maybe we don't have a friend like Chucky that is pushing us on. But God is always watching. So yeah, we better try to do what we were put here on Earth to do, and we have different tasks. You know, it's not the same for every person when it comes to career path and all that. And that quote by his friend Chucky, tomorrow he was gonna wake up and be like 50 years old. Tomorrow I'm gonna wake up and be 50. Yeah, time flies. That's one of the things that really yeah, gets me almost furious. And that's when I hear older people in their 40s, 50s, 60s, like adults, talking to young people from like 16 to 25. And they're talking to them like, oh, yeah, you have your whole life in front of you. You don't have your whole life in front of you when you are 16. You have, hopefully, you have a lot of it in front of you, but you don't have the whole life in front of you. You are 16, so that's something. Or you are 25, so that's something. So we shouldn't be saying you have your whole life in front of you, like oh, you just got born. I'm talking to a baby. Oh, wait, 16 years. Although that's an extremely young person, but it's not zero. My point is, a lot of grown-ups and older people are talking to young people where they make it sound like, don't worry about fooling around or making the wrong choice. You can always fix it. There will always be a second chance. It's like, don't worry if you waste a decade of your life. For example, if you go to the wrong school, get the wrong degree, rack up hundreds of thousands in student loans. It doesn't matter because you'll always have the second chance. It's like they're talking like it's the normal average lifespan here on Earth is like in the Old Testament where it was like some people were getting like over 900 years old. The average lifespan is roughly like 70 to 90 years old. So wasting a decade of your youthful years and people almost encouraging it, that's extremely annoying. That's harmful. I'm not saying we should make all young people nervous about their choices, but stop encouraging people to waste a decade of their lives on crap. It's disgusting. If something is too stupid for a 40-year-old man or woman to do, then I think we should be extremely careful about advising a young person to do the same. A 40-year-old person that lost their job, looking for a new job. Hey, don't you want to just go back to college and get a degree? Just spend like 7 years and get a degree, then can be a trainee, get a job, pay down your student loans. And no, almost nobody talks like that to a 40-year-old because in most cases it would be stupid. Why should he spend 7 years of his life to get a degree when he can just get another job? Like, what's the point? Okay, if that's the way you are talking to 40-year-olds, maybe you should consider doing the same to young people. Like if they don't know what to do, young people, why are we funneling almost all of them, almost 100% of them, are like funneled into high school, college, whatever they call extra education in the different countries, funneling them into more school, oftentimes also getting in debt, getting huge college loans to do it. Why are we doing it? Why is it not okay for a 16-year-old to get out of primary school and get a job? Or try to be an entrepreneur or other things? When I say these things, it's almost like I can feel that if I had said this in a social setting, it would have been almost an explosion, a ripple effect would have been going through people like, how can you say something like that? It's irresponsible. How can you say something like that? If the young person didn't know what he was going to do, why should you send him to school and waste 4 to 10 years of his life on something he don't even know if he's going to do? If he's, getting a degree in something he don't even know if he's going to work in. It's like, if they don't have made a decision, at least they can go to college to find out like they're finding out that way. If you're busy going to school, socializing with classmates, doing homework, are you really spending that much time thinking about what you want to do and what kind of lifestyle you want to have? It's kind of disgusting how a lot of us people in society are treating younger generations. Why, instead of funneling almost all of them into extra education, why don't we try to come up with some better way to help them choose the right things, or to help them discover the right choice? Things like that. The birth rates in a lot of Western countries is extremely low. It used to be something like the average couple getting around 5 children. Now, in many countries in the West, it's like 1.3 to 2.5. That's low. And what has caused this? There's many things. Yeah, feminism, the sexual liberation, a bunch of things. But I think also one of them is the huge pressure for almost all young people that comes out of primary school to be funneled into extra education and wasting a decade of their life. It's not always, I'm not saying all of them are wasting it, but a lot of them are. For those that are going and spending those years to get an education, to get a job or profession where they're actually using that education, okay, yeah, it can be the right decision for many people, but for all of them to spend like 4 to 10 years, 10 years is not, after 10 years in primary school, a lot of people are spending 10 years after that to get a degree that they don't even end up using. And when I say that's a waste, no, it's not a waste, because you can use it for other things. And if you're searching for a job on your curriculum vitae, your CV, it will look better if you stop it. Is it really that much better if you have, oh, look, I wasted 10 years of my life and racked up $300,000 in student loans. Hire me. Does it really help? If the degree is totally unrelated to what you end up working with, it's not really that valuable. But yeah, the modern school system, one of the biggest scams in the history of the world. But yeah, back to my point of are you using your potential, your talents? Are you doing what you think you are meant to be doing? I think I'll leave it at that. And yeah, if you have not checked out communitycashcows.com, I highly suggest you do so. If you want to escape the 9 to 5 rat race and build something that can maybe turn out to be a lifestyle business, a form of semi-passive income, maybe you should build your own online paid community. It's really trending these days, and a bunch of people are doing it. Recently, I've been interviewing a bunch of real-life success stories. People are making at least $10,000 in profit per month from running a paid community, and it has been fascinating. One guy I interviewed, these days he was working less than 4 hours per week and making about 18,000 euros in profit per month. Now, most of them were not working only 4 hours per week, but this guy was working less than that. But there was several of them that were working like 15, 16 hours approximately per week and earning from 5 to 6 figures in profit per month. And another cool thing is that several of the people that I interviewed, from the day they launched their paid community until they reached $10,000 in profit per month, it took them roughly like 2 to 3 months. That's pretty fast. So maybe you don't have to wait until you're like 67 to escape the rat race when you retire. Maybe you could work a few hours per week. Maybe you could do a little bit of the concept that Tim Ferriss talks about, mini retirements. Maybe if you built your own online paid community and you are successful at it, you're making like 5 or multiple 5 figures in profit per month. Maybe you would decide to quit your job, and maybe most of the time you're working really hard, trying to improve your business, grow it, scale it, optimize it, things like that. But maybe for periods of time, maybe you decided to do other things. Maybe you're focusing on other projects for a period, and then during that period, for maybe like 2, 3 months, you only worked like a few hours per week. And then you were back to working hard again. Or maybe you would like to travel a little bit, to go for a road trip, or maybe start investing. A lot of options out there. My point is, there's a lot of things that maybe we can do now that we don't have to postpone until we are 67. Just to be clear, I'm not an expert at this. I'm basically in the process of trying to do it myself. I'm in the process of, doing it myself. But what one man can do, another man can do. And the cool thing about paid communities is that you don't have to be an expert in order to do it, which is fascinating and liberating. So yeah, if you want to learn from those real life success stories and also connect with a bunch of other people that are in the process of building their own paid community, go to communitycashcows.com. Take care and God bless.